Hi everyone. As you know, 2022 is rapidly drawing to a close, so that means we're going to be working on a new Mixed Media Morsels challenge for the new year. And this year I'm calling it Mixed Media Morsels MISFIT Makeovers. And what I'd like to do is once a month, I'd like to alter a misfit item, like an old envelope, or maybe an old piece of junk mail, or something from a magazine, or a paper clip, or any of these just common ordinary items that are often forgotten or are tossed in the trash. I'm going to consider those misfits, and we're just going to make them over and make them into something special. And we'll do that in a similar way to some of the previous morsels that I did years ago. We might alter some tea bags. This is one of the ones that I did several years back, and it's just so much fun to do. These are some game pieces. These were some old dominoes, wooden dominoes, that I altered, and it was just so enjoyable to do these, adding papers and words and just having fun. And they're so cute when you add them to a junk journal page or an art journal page. I only have one of my little tea bags that I made back then, because the other ones that I made are now sitting in junk journals or art journals. Same thing with my paper clips. This one is actually living in my joyful junk journal, and I took it out to show you. This is one way you can alter a paper clip and make it a usable, fun embellishment for a journal. I also altered some clothing tags or product packaging, and we might do some of that this year to put into a little journal. These were really fun, and this was also a clothing tag or a product tag that I created and made a little vintage tag out of. So with these kind of things in mind, I created a few new pieces in the last couple of weeks. Here's another tea bag that I altered, and all I did was put some gesso on the tea bag itself, and then I put a piece of tissue paper for the background, and then glued on this little bird and put this rub on here. So it's nothing more than a regular used tea bag, and these things have been added to it to alter it. So fun. I didn't do anything to the little tab on this one, and you can do that. I've done that before, where I will alter the little tag that hangs on there too. Here's a little guest check that I did. Very simple. All I did was glue a napkin in place right here. I distressed a little bit around the edge to give it a vintagey sort of look. I added some bits of torn tissue paper and this little phrase here that I typed on coffee stained fabric with my typewriter. And it just makes the cutest little embellishment, and it's so simple. And if you don't have a guest check that you can alter, you can always use just a piece of cardstock or product packaging. Anything you have will work, but that's just a simple little like journaling tag. Look, it's already got lines on the back. I don't know if you can see those. There we go. It's already got some lines in place, and it would just be adorable tucked into a pocket in a journal. And then I made this little piece, which I thought was a whole lot of fun. This is a junk mail envelope, and how I created this was I cut a piece off of one end and I folded up the other end. So I've got two little pockets on the front of this envelope, and then we'll probably, once I figure out what I'm going to put in here, I will probably glue this side together, and then I will have access here. But isn't that cute? Won't that be so cute in a journal? This is just a little ticket I made that says every day is a new day. And then another little tag that I made, and it says savor each morning's fresh start. just thought it was just so cute and simple. So what I had done here was just took some gift wrap, all of this floral paper. You guys have seen me use this before. I just cut some strips to cover, you know, these different sections of the envelope. And this girl is part of some product packaging. This was from some Jane Davenport products that I had purchased. And she matched really well, so I just stuck her there. And I just love it, so I thought, why not? Why not put her on there? So I'm going to be probably using these things in my Joyful Junk Journal and making new things, of course, to do in our challenge this coming year. So these are the kind of fun things that I think will make fun little misfit makeovers. And I hope you guys will play along and create some fun things along with me. To store these things, or to, you know, have a place to put these little items we're creating, I thought it would be fun to make a little journal. So if you have something like this, which you probably do around your house, if not, you can probably get something. I think I'm going to make my journal out of this little rice box. So it's only going to be, you know, this wide and this tall. Like, you can see the size of that. It's small. And then I've got a little candy box from Christmas, and I saved that. Another one is a frozen dinner box, is kind of smallish too, more of a larger rectangle than those little boxes. And they have, you know, a little area that you can use as the spine of your book. I think these are a little bit smaller. We'll see, the chocolates were a little bit wider, and this one's a little bit narrower. So I'll have to decide, but I think it'll be fun to go ahead and start the project by repurposing another misfit, you know, right off the bat, repurposing that for the journal. As always, you can use any journal you want. You don't have to make a journal. It's just that it's fun, and you get such a good feeling of accomplishment, you know, and a wow, I did it, I made a journal kind of moment. And so if you never have made one, I really encourage you to make one along with me, and let's just have fun together. And once you make one, you'll start making them from that point on. It's just getting over that hump of making the first one. So if that's you, I encourage you to make a journal with me, and let's play together. So what my thoughts were on the journal are just to create a page every month. We'll create a little journal page and probably use prompts. I know a few months ago I requested that you guys help me out and respond to a poll that I put on my YouTube community page and vote on whether or not you would like to use prompts again this year, because it seemed that everybody enjoyed the prompts this last year for the altered card play, but I wanted to be sure that everybody wasn't tired of those and, you know, would like to do something with prompts again. And I got an overwhelming response that yes, you all would like to use prompts again. So once we get our little journals put together and we'll have some pages inside, we'll do one page every month and decorate that page using the prompts. So that will help us get through the process of the blank page. We will add stenciling or stamping or whatever the prompts are that we pull, and create a simple page. And then we'll add whatever little misfit item we create. Okay, whether it's a tea bag or a guest check or a product tag or whatever it is, we'll add that item to our page, and that'll be our challenge for that month. And I just think it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that you all will participate and play along again, because, you know, we just have so much fun doing this. And I do it once a month because I don't want it to be overwhelming for myself or for you. And I think that so far it's worked out pretty well. So I'm hoping that you guys are feeling the same way, and that you're looking forward to playing in a new adventure with me and creating another journal. By the end of next year, we'll have a full journal again, just like we have now with our altered playing cards. We'll have a full journal. And I just think that's so great that in a year's time we can slowly and gradually fill up a little journal. I think that's just so fun. So having said all that, I do have a little paper pack available in my Etsy store for any of you guys who don't have papers to put in a junk journal. I've got little calendar and planner type pages. I've got some gift wrap pages. These are all gift wraps. There's some notepad paper, a couple of guest checks, some book papers. This one happens to be a coloring book page. Some of them, this one in particular, the long thin one, is pretty old, so you probably don't want to use this particular one as a page in your journal, because if you fold it in half and then go to attach it in your journal, let's pretend like this is the fold to go in your journal. When you fold a brittle paper like this, it tears very easily. So in the kit here, in the paper kit, this long skinny one should probably be kept just for creating little embellishments with, like using some book text as a background on an embellishment. So keep that in mind. The long thin piece, it's got old typewriter type font on it, and that's the one you really want to just save that for embellishments. Don't use it as a book page. All right, but the rest of these are perfectly fine to be used as book pages. They're all kind of book pages. Here's a shorthand book page. Here's music paper, some typing book pages. There's a magazine page. There's just multiple book pages. Okay. Then there's also a page from the Edith Holden book. So that will make a fun little page to include in the junk journal. This is some craft paper, and I tucked this really pretty napkin in there. And then there's several different tissue papers for use in the journal wherever you see fit. And any of the stuff too that you don't, use in your journal for the challenge, you can use in any of your other art too. So just something to keep in mind. And it's a whole pack of paper just for fun. So I've got those all packed up. It'll look like this when you receive it. Right? And some of the pages, of course, are going to vary. Like these little calendar pages each one's going to look different. The Edith Holden page will be different. All the book text pages are going to be different, but they're all in there. And so they may look a little different from whatever I show you pictured on my Etsy page. But, then you've got a ribbon to repurpose and a little tag to repurpose, and also including a little thank you gift of some stickers, little circle stickers. So I think that'll be really fun. So check out my Etsy page. It will be linked in the description of this video, and most likely in the cards at the end of the video as well. So if you need papers for a junk journal, that's where you can find some. I will add that I only have a certain number of these little kits available this year. In most years, it's a kit that I can continue to make, and I have it available all through the year. This time, I have a finite number of them. So when they're gone, and I won't be listing any more. So if you do need papers, I would suggest that you not wait, just to ensure that you can get your hands on one. So anyway, let's have fun and let's create some cute little journals and some MISFIT makeovers, and just have a fun adventure again this coming year. Happy New Year to everybody, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.